Every Muslim starts their day 1 hour or 2 hours before the sunrise. They get up early in the morning, they wash themselves, they prepare themselves to do the morning prayer. So if they are living close by a mosque, of course they will go to the mosque and just pray the morning prayer with other Muslims together in the mosque. I personally, as a Muslim living in Thailand, as a student here, since the mosque is not close by, so I didn't go to the mosque early in the morning. So I get up early in the morning, I wash myself, and I pray. After the prayer, it's better to read the Quran. I read some verses of Quran, but you don't have to. As a Muslim, that's not obligatory, but you have the option. If you want to read the Quran, it's better. If you don't, it's up to you. And so that's pretty much it. And that's the beginning of the day of a Muslim. And then they can, if they work, they will go to work. Of course, they will have breakfast with their family, and they will go to work. But I live here alone. I usually don't have breakfast or anything. Then I will go to school, go to my classes. I attend my classes, and then spend the rest of my day at school having lunch. And then I do my noon prayer at school. It's worth to mention every Muslims are praying. Muslims they pray 5 times a day: morning, noon, afternoon, evening, and night. So of course for morning I'm here at home. I do my morning prayer at home, but for noon I do my prayer at school. So when you pray, you don't have to be really at the mosque. If the mosque is close by, you can do it, but if not, you can pray anywhere. So what I do is I pray at the library, or let's say sometimes in my class when the students get out and I pray in the class. And after I'm done with my class at school and everything, I just come back and continue with the rest of my day at home. What I do is, then I do my afternoon prayer, and then I do my evening prayer, and then I just study, and then I do my night prayer. And after night prayer, of course, I study a little bit since I'm a student, and that's it. So then at 12 or 1 in the morning, I go to sleep. But as a Muslim, to mention that there's something about, let's say, Al-Qaeda or all those people. You know, Muslims, I personally am a Muslim, but I don't think we are all Al-Qaeda or we're just linked to terrorists or anybody. We condemn the terrorist activity. Islam doesn't really allow anybody to suicide or to kill themselves in any reason. If there's a jihad and it has certain conditions, how you declare jihad against what, and how you implement jihad. But this is not jihad. You just put bomb in yourself and just go blow up yourself at the middle of civilians and kill women and children and all these people. Of course, everybody has their sides. Probably Al-Qaeda will make their case. So they're being attacked by the West, and the West is killing civilians in Iraq and Afghanistan, or let's say the West is supporting Israel, in the Middle East, and then they're killing people or whatever. That's probably the claim of Al-Qaeda. They can pretty much make their case. Or at the same time, on the other hand, the West can make their claim, you know, what the Al-Qaeda does, 9/11, all these bombs and suicide bombings and all these things. I personally think these are just temporary clashes, and we are living in the process of globalization. The process of globalization will finally bring all these different civilizations together and merge or integrate different cultures, different values, traditions, in order to create one global community that everybody can live in harmony. So, yeah, this is the process of globalization. Of course, this is the process which brings change. And change doesn't come easily. Of course, there is a little problem, and I believe we will overcome these problems, and we will live in peace and harmony with one another. I personally, I don't have any problem with any Christians, Jews, Buddhists, Hindus. At my school, I go to this international school here, Webster University. I have friends, they're Christian, they're Jews, they're Buddhist, they're Hindus. They're just human beings to me, and I'm Muslim. And they're my classmates, I talk to them, I have lunch with them. I just, any school activity I would do with them, and also I'm their friend. And I consider them as my friends, and I don't have any problem. There's no problem between Muslims, Jews, Christians, or anybody. There are some differences that these radical groups from different sides, they just take those differences as source of excuse to attack one another. And that's their problem. That's not the entire Muslim community or Jewish community or Christian community's problem. That's just these radical groups. And I personally condemn those groups. And I personally don't like violence. I believe Islam is not violent religion. I'm a Muslim. I pretty much know about the history of Islam. Islam has never initiated any war. Islam has been attacked by different groups in the history. Let's say at the beginning they were being attacked by crusades, and then then that was a time when they declared jihad, and they tried to protect themselves from outsiders who were coming to take their land and, let's say, free their holy land from infidels. That's what they used to call it. Islam is not a really violent religion. It's a beautiful religion. Islam means peace for me. And Islam means basically dedication. You dedicate yourself to God. And God is not violent. God is God. And God created the earth, sky, every single thing that we see, just for harmony, for love, for living together. And that's it. And